I'm very much team guy. Like, I know, ladies, don't come for me. Don't come for me, but I'm very much pro guy. Why would you even think that man finna pay for your food?
Right.
I don't even go on dates unless I have money in my pocket. Like, no, because you're never gonna stick me with the bill. Like, no, just no.
Seanydoo. Hello, and welcome to Situaseans podcast. I'm your host, Sean Michael Williams, aka Seanydoo. You can call me Sean, Shawnee, Seanydoo. Does not matter to me. I'm just glad that y'all are here, and I have a guest with me today. If you're listening and watching on YouTube, who is my very special guest? Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell all of y'all right now. So first and foremost, I have a special guest who's going to help me unpack it all on today's episode, because y'all already know what this podcast is about: dating, relationships, mental and emotional life experiences. Ooh, fucking we. So my guest, Alyce Rose, mom of two, and the creative mind behind Thrifty Rose Thriftique. There you go. Okay.
Yes, you got it.
I love that. From hosting the Hiyz and Lowz podcast. Okay, go all the way the fuck off. We love a podcast. For fostering connections between like-minded individuals. And, she's passionate about building a community rooted in empowerment and thriftiness. Oh, come on. So please give a very, very, very warm welcome to my guest, Alyce Rose.
Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. So glad to be here. I'm ready to get into it.
Yes, I'm so glad that you're here as well. I really appreciate you coming onto the show, unpacking it all with us. And are you ready to pretty much solve dating by the end of this episode?
We have to, because I'm not telling anybody else my favorite color. Like, it's it. I'm done. We gotta figure it out today.
Exactly.
Next person I tell my favorite color, we're getting married. Okay, the color is now our wedding color.
There you go. Love it. Well, yes, I just want to say to the listeners, y'all, I appreciate y'all always tuning in and everything. Be sure to share this podcast with your friends, your families, your coworkers, a mama, a papa, anybody out there. Also, I know all y'all motherfuckers out there got a group chat.
Right.
So send this with their group chat. At least, don't you know, whenever group chats happen and whatever, don't y'all sometimes send links hey, check out this video, or hey, check out this thing.
Oh, absolutely. Ours is called the Drunk Aunties. So absolutely. Drop it in your group chat.
Exactly. You see, Alyce, she approves this, so y'all have to do it. Come on. And if y'all want to submit y'all stories, situationspodcast.com/submit. If you're going through anything, if you want to share a story, you're dating, situations, and if you have an ick, send those to situationspodcast.com/ick.
We all got them.
Oh, yes.
We all got them.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I can't wait to unpack some icks as we go along, because Alyce, we got some really good stuff here. I know.
Let's do it.
So today, y'all, we're going to be talking about being vulnerable, self-empowerment, what that means, and, what it means to also be a podcaster, especially, in communities of color, being a podcaster of color, something that Alyce and I, we know something about, we're in the trenches, we're doing this, and of course, we're covering this during Black History Month, but hey, by the time y'all hear this, I know it'll be mid-late April, but, we always record in a time machine, but Black History Month is every month.
Every month, not just the shortest one of the year, every month.
Right? Hey, we do get an extra day this year.
Right. Every 4 years, let's give them an extra day or whatever.
Exactly. We also have a listener submission as well on this. We always do listener submissions, Alyce, and I cannot wait for you to help me unpack those as well. That's going to be fun. And we also got a couple hinged or unhinged prompts. So I'm just It's gonna be a fun episode. And Alyce, I already love your energy. So
I'm ready. I'm ready for it all.
oh yes, and you got the wine glass. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Yep.
Speaking of which, have you ever seen Love Is Blind?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I had to have my glass. This is my official Love Is Blind watch party glass. Like, I have
Love
to.
it. Yeah.
But they really need to talk about how they hold these glasses because it's freezing cold. Like,
right. I'm just like looking at like all the precipitation on the side. Yeah.
right. And they be doing it. They be looking so cute doing it. But okay,
Exactly.
go the fuck off then.
Go all the way the fuck off. You know what? I got to go to Plug City real quick. Speaking of go all the way to fuck off, get your go all the way to fuck off t-shirts. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the t-shirt pop up here. And also you'll see the little, code or whatever. So use this code to get 15% off. Just go to situationspodcast.com, click on the merch tab and get go all the way to fuck off t-shirt.
Y'all know I'm thrifty. Get it. Get it now.
Yeah.
Get it.
Exactly. So Alyce, kind of tell me a little bit more about like our audience. Whenever I have guests on, they always want to know where is the guest at in their dating life and all that stuff. So tell us, are you dating? Are you single? Are you in a relationship? Are you in an open relationship? What's going on?
Well, effective today, I am single. I was trying to rekindle something with my ex, long distance, but we love each other so much, and I think we both realized like it's not gonna work. As much as we want it to work, it's not gonna work. So we decided today to kind of explore other options and just go our separate ways. But it's all in love. It's always been in love with him. So I'm excited for this new journey and to see what's next and possibly get back out there because it's still fentanyl and pee in the dating pool. So I don't know if I want to jump all the way back in. Maybe I'll stick a toe in. I don't know.
Right, just a little pinky toe in there.
Just a little bit. I don't know. The thought of it is painful. So, we'll see. But yes, I am single.
All right.
I'm excited.
Okay, all right, yeah. I like you have such great energy about you, so I already know you ain't gonna have no trouble finding somebody. Go on,
they gotta
girl,
find me and keep up with me. That's the problem. Can they keep up?
Exactly. So kind of tell me, where are you based right now? Because actually, before we get into that, I want everybody to know, like Alyce and I, we met at Podfest. So quick shout out to Podfest.
Shout out to Podfest. Bringing us together.
Exactly. And for those of you that's not aware of Podfest or the podcasting world, it's a convention that happens every year. They do a different city. This year they did it down in Orlando, and they have different podcasters from all around the world come out, kind of network, and also they have vendors that come out that also kind of pretty much offer services to different podcasters and stuff like that. So it's a everything podcasting convention, to say the least.
Yeah, and it was amazing. But I'm not far from Orlando. I'm actually based in Jacksonville, Florida, born and raised. So yeah, Jacksonville, Florida. I'm a Florida girl at heart.
All right. Okay. So I take it that as far as living in somewhere that's like Florida, imagine living in like New York or Chicago, somewhere that's like cold. Could you do it?
I couldn't do it.
Okay.
I couldn't do it. The Lord know what he did when he gave me sand instead of snow. I cannot. It's not for me. It's not for me.
I feel that. I grew up in Chicago. I'm from Chicago, and oh my goodness, I hate the cold weather. I used to love it, but I just can't do it no more. So I'm glad that I'm moving. I'm moving to Los Angeles. So I'm like, yeah, bye Chicago, bye cold weather.
Oh yeah, you'll never be back. You'll never be back to the cold. You're not gonna be like, oh, I miss the cold. I miss the snow. No.
Exactly.
No.
So, what are your thoughts about the dating scene in Jacksonville? Like, is it hinged? Is it unhinged? Is it just like all over the place? Like, tell me, what is it like?
It is unhinged. It is off the rails. It is real, raw, unsolicited, down, dirty, cutthroat, in your face, nasty, to say the least. And we're the largest city land wise in the United States. Wow. You would think The possibility of finding a mate would increase with all this land we have. But it's rough. Everybody's in their little pockets. I really want to do a blind speed dating event. Like that's something I've been trying to do forever. And I get all these women to sign up and two men.
Wow.
I'm like,
Wow.
where are the men at?
Yeah,
Are y'all
exactly.
wanting to date? Are you in the club? Because I don't want you if you're in the club. I don't want, like, where are you? You're not at Bible study because I'll be at Bible study. So where you at? So I
Right.
just don't know. I don't know.
I definitely feel you. In Chicago, the dating scene is definitely oversaturated because like everybody's on the apps, and then it's even though it's a big city, it's kind of a small city at the same time because everybody knows it. Like everybody, you run into somebody at the bar that you went on a date with like the week prior. I was like, wait a minute. So
And they on another date.
exactly, it's like sorry,
Texting you, asking you for your
exactly,
next date.
exactly. Oh goodness! There was one time that I went on a date with somebody, and then maybe I don't know, like about like a week or so, it kind of just like fizzled out. So like like the communication started to like fizzle out after like that week or so, and so we went our separate ways. And she was like, I'm I'm gonna kind of put dating on pause because I'm not really feeling dating. I don't want to really date anymore. All that stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm like, but you're on the apps. You're doing all this, whatever.
Why are you on apps? Why are you on apps?
Exactly. Come to find out, that example that I was just giving, I was on a date with somebody else, and she was on a date with somebody else, like at the same place, and I'm just like, wow. Like,
Do you speak in those situations? Like, do you be like, hey? Or you just gotta ignore it?
I kind of just acknowledged her. I'm like, hey, what's up? But I did text her later that night. I was like, so much for not being on dating anymore, right? I thought you was on that
And she
break,
deserved that.
right?
She deserved that.
I was like, that break was pretty
Yeah.
quick.
Right. And I've moved away from food dates. That's what we as women call them. Don't
Yeah.
don't tell the other women that I'm telling our secrets. But we'll go on a food date. If a man asks us how to eat, we'll be like, oh yeah, we'll go. No, we're not interested. I can't do it anymore. I can't fake it. I would rather buy my own food or go talk to my friends than sit here and go just to eat. Like I got my own money. I'm past the food date phase. So you gotta watch out because that's what some women want. They just want somebody to take them out to eat. And I can take myself out to eat. So
There was
gotta be careful out here in these streets.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. And there was also this video going around on social media. I'm not like, let me know if you've seen this too. So there was this guy that treated his girlfriend out to a dinner, and her friends also came with to the dinner. And by the time the bill came, the girl's friends got mad because the guy didn't want to pay for the friend's bill as well. It's like he only paid for his and the girlfriend. I'm like, yeah, why should he pay for all 15 friends? Like,
Right. Right. I love that video so much. And unfortunately, I'm very much team guy. Like, I know ladies, don't come for me. Don't come for me, but I'm very much pro guy. Why would you even think that man finna pay for your food?
right.
I don't even go on dates unless I have money in my pocket. Like,
Same,
no, because
right.
you're never gonna stick me with the bill. Like, no. Just no. So to think that he's supposed to pay for you because he's a man at the table, girl, no. No.
Yeah, that was just wild as fuck. I was like, come on,
And they
y'all.
were so serious. That's what pissed me off. They were so serious.
Right.
I was like, no, no.
Come on, y'all. Get y'all stuff together.
Listen, I'm a head out. Me and my man gonna head out. I'm gonna get my purse, and y'all gonna be sitting there looking crazy, and y'all would never hear from me again. Y'all be like, she just don't talk to us. No, I do not.
And like, and also, as far as dating and everything in general, what's your favorite, like, I guess like outside of it as well, like what's your favorite thing about Jacksonville? I know the city has so much to offer. So yeah, what are some of your favorite things about it?
So I've recently got really plugged into the art community, and they are the most supportive, beautiful people I've ever met. From rug making classes to wine tastings to poetry at a coffee club that has plants. It's like, what? What are these beautiful experiences that I can do in life? So I think that's what I fell in love with, just finding my tribe, finding my village, and finding where I really fit in, because it's a big city and you can make it smaller just by finding what you're really interested in. So that's what I did. And it's gonna take a lot to get me away from here. Like, that's part of the reason me and my ex didn't work out. He wants me to move to Texas. And I'm like, I love it here. Most people don't love their hometown, but I truly love it here. So
All right, all right. Shout out
yeah.
Jacksonville, y'all
Yes.
know how to
Come
do it.
through.
Yes, yes. Next time I'm down there, I'll be like, at least let's hang out. Show me all the
Let's
cool
do it.
spots.
Where the hoes at? No. Did I say hoes? I meant holy. Holy ones. Where are they at?
Right. Where are the holy ones?
Where are the wholesomes and the holy ones at?
We'll, right. We'll find them in the midnight hour. That's right. There you go. There you go.
Absolutely. That's it.
So tell me, do you have any like wild dating stories from the past?
Ooh. Not necessarily wild. I've been ghosted a lot.
Oh
Um,
no.
Yeah, like I've been on some of the most beautiful dates. I've taken guys out on dates because I feel like it should be mutual, right? You're trying to learn me just as much as I'm trying to learn you. I can pay for a date. Like, that's nothing for me. And I think it's just because I'm too much. Like, I'm boom in your face, and that's me. So when you recognize that in somebody else and you know you're not competent enough to keep up with that, I think it unlocks some insecurity in them where they're like, don't need to talk no more, which I'm okay with. So, not necessarily wild dating stories, but definitely some ghosting action going on. But
Men do better. Men do better out here, y'all.
do better. But they always come back around, which is the weird part. They be like, oh, I was going through some things and I realized, yeah, you realized a lot. I bet you did. I bet you did. So, sorry, guys. Nothing too crazy, but
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
it's not fun out here. How about that?
No, no, for sure. And you know, and I would say it's kind of a good problem to have as far as not having like, crazy wild, like dating stuff. It means that you haven't been subjected to some of the unhinged stuff that men out here be doing. So
Yeah, I'm very intentional with my time. And the guys, if they're like, oh, you're too busy, you're probably too busy. People make time for what they want to make time for. So because
absolutely.
I'm so intentional with my time, it's like, yeah, it took a lot for you to even get me out of my house. Because I would rather be in my bed eating popcorn, watching a movie.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness. I can't tell you how many times where it's like, let's say somebody is like kind of a little bit, I don't know, not consistent when it comes to like, because I like to plan dates, whatever, but let's say someone on the other end of it is like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it or this or that or the other, or they
Hmm.
cancel, whatever. I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my time. Like, it's so much easier to just sit here on this couch, like catch up on a show, whatever, than to go
If I don't have
out.
to put a bra on, I'm happier. I'm just happier all around when I don't have a bra on. Like, that's just my baseline.
Yeah. Trying to improve your skincare game? Guess what? I got a little something, something for you. You can improve the health of your skincare with the Vogue approved. Yes, you heard that right. Vogue, as in Vogue magazines, the models. Yes, that Vogue. The Vogue approved beauty product, Herbal Face Food, the most potent anti-aging, multi-correction skincare product on the market. Yes. So hit that link in the show notes or video description and use our code SPHFF to get 20% off at checkout. Visit herbalfacefood.com to get started. That's herbalfacefood.com. All right. And use code S as in Sam, P as in pineapple, H as in Henry, F as in Frank, F as in Frank to get 20% off at checkout. That's SPHFF to get 20% off. All right. herbalfacefood.com. Okay. Y'all got the hookup. So let them know that Situaseans podcast sent you. All right. So you have a podcast. So tell us a little bit more about it and tell me, how did you get into podcasting?
I do have a podcast called Hiyz and Lowz. Um, it's about a little bit of everything. I'm just this hot mess express, ball of energy, connector of people, and I really wanted to channel that into one medium. So I found that podcast was a way for me not only to illuminate my voice, but to illuminate the voice of others. So I'm really excited to see where it goes. I'm actually relaunching it under my own vision. I was working with a really good friend of mine. Shout out to Babo. He was my podcast producer. Love him to pieces. But as a new podcaster, I just felt like I was falling into a template or the expectations of what I think podcasting should be instead of truly listening to my own voice. So I had to kind of backtrack. And I'm excited to get relaunched and really focus on what I want and need this to be because it is an outlet for me.
Yeah. Wow. I love that. And apologies if I missed this part, but it is available on all platforms, right?
It is. It's
Okay.
out on all platforms. I do have my Podfest recap up.
All
So proud
right.
of myself for getting that done because your girl be procrastinating. Okay. So Podfest recap video is up, and then I plan to drop every other week. So new episodes should be around next week or so.
All right.
Well, yeah, next week from whenever this is. So yeah, every 2 weeks.
Sounds good. Okay. All right, y'all better make sure y'all tune in and listen to all the episodes. Of course, after you guys finish listening to this episode,
Yes.
I want y'all to get all things Alyce on the. Oh my God, I keep it. I want y'all to get all things Alyce on this. On this. It's late. It was a
You
long
know,
day.
Alyce in Wonderland. So confession, like I have a hard time correcting people about my name. So there's people who literally think my name is Alyce and I've never corrected them. And
Yeah.
they'll hear somebody call me Alyce and they're like, "You're saying her name wrong." And they're like, and I have to look, I'm like, "No, it's been like 3 years. I'm sorry. I just never found the right time to tell you." But it's all love. It's all love.
Well, make sure that you all tune in to Alyce's podcast after you tune into this podcast because I want you all to get all things Alyce. And yeah, absolutely. Good. Like, make sure y'all head on over. And so, what was your experience? Like, tell me so far, what was your experience like being a podcaster of color in this space, especially where there's not many of us? And, are there things that you wish that you could see more of, or things that or even like improvements that you wish you could see in this space as well?
Yes. I think I have a really unique outlook on this question because I'm a newer podcaster. So I'm coming in not only as a new podcaster, but as somebody who doesn't listen to a lot of podcasts. So it's like a whole new
Ah,
world for me. So I'm entering it in and I'm like, all of my recommendations, they don't look like me.
right.
What's up with that? They're in the top 10, top 100. None of them look like me unless they're a celebrity. So go to Podfest and be around so many, I'm like, wow, we're all walking this journey together. We're all amplifying our voices in our own unique way, like we do. Like we spread our black magic. Like we just do it. We just do it uniquely.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but it was just so beautiful to see in so many walks of life. And I'm a mental health counselor and I do this and I do that. And I'm like, all I see is the white mental health counselors in the top 10 or top 100. So I really think it's a beautiful time for us because if we keep putting in the work, it's going to pay off. We're doing it scared, right? We're entering a space that wasn't necessarily created or designed for us. And here we are,
Yeah.
rocking it out, getting 5-star ratings
Let's
on all
do
our
it.
episodes.
Right.
So
Rate,
make sure you
right.
give us a 5-star rating.
Exactly. Rate, and review, y'all.
Yeah, so we're really out here doing it. Like we are our ancestors' wildest dreams. They didn't see this for us.
Right. We out
Behind a
here.
microphone with a voice? What? We out here doing a damn thing.
Ain't we? Yes, absolutely. And I'm also, I just want to say too, it's just so heartwarming as well, just seeing a woman in the podcasting field because there, even though like there's like not a lot of people of color in this podcasting space, but even like women of color, like it's even a smaller segment. So just knowing that there's, people like you out here that are making a voice for yourself, and also the voices for your communities, the voices for the people around you, like that is just so heartwarming. So that's another go all the way the fuck off. Like, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And we're not stopping. As I meet people since Podfest, I've been super like still on the high, still on cloud nine. And I'm like, if people are like, oh, I want to start a podcast, or I want to do that, or I've thought about it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you should. Let's do it. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but let's not know what the fuck we're doing together. Like, let's just do it. It's fine.
Yeah.
We can figure it out together. So just even that is a beautiful thing, to be inspiring other people to just push the fucking button, whether that button is record, stop, play, fast forward. These are your life. These are your buttons. Do what the fuck you want to do and push the goddamn button. So
Absolutely.
it's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, and side note for everybody watching and listening, so even at Podfest, what Alyce did was she created a group, and so like a large group of all the black podcasters all came together, like the Melanin Meetup, and yeah, we all talked, networked, gave each other advice, swapped contact information. Now there's a Facebook group, and now we're gonna continue networking and everything. So that's another shout out, like Alyce, for like bringing this all together, because that was just phenomenal. That was my first time at Podfest. I had no idea that there were going to be others like me there.
Yes, we had no idea what to expect. We were just coming to get the information. We had no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
So some people say I put out the black signal. I'm like,
Yep.
whatever.
Exactly.
But it was so heartwarming. Like, I'm literally scrolling Instagram and I see people connecting that met at the meetup, and I'm like, my babies,
Yep.
they did it. Or I'm listening to y'all podcast now because I'm only invested in y'all. Like, it is what it is. I'm listening to everybody who I met's podcast and supporting and giving stars and reviews. And I'm like, we can do this, y'all. We can do this.
Yes, we can. Love it. I just want to say, even for me personally, like thank you for putting that together. I never meant to thank you in person, so I'm gonna thank you, virtually. Thank you so much for doing
I
that.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. And it brought us together.
It
Here we
did.
are.
And I can't wait for Podfest next year.
Oh, we're gonna be on stage. We're gonna be on stage. This is recorded audio manifestations. We're gonna have merchandise, and a portion of the merchandise is gonna go to supporting Black creators and amplifying our voice. We're gonna have some panels, sessions, discussions, breakout room, whatever we can have.
Ooh,
We gonna
yeah.
get it.
Absolutely.
We coming 25. We coming for you.
Exactly. It's gonna be a lit 25 for sure.
Yes.
One of my really good friends recently started saying "will manifest," and I'm like I'm all the way here for it. Instead of saying like manifest, will manifest, I'm like, yes. So
Yeah. Here for it.
Yes. I love that more women are getting into podcasting, and also, kind of like topping the podcast charts. Because I know we were kind of just talking about how, we do see, people topping like the charts, especially women. But to your point, some of them are celebrity women, like Keke Palmer has a podcast now. Of course, Oprah, she has her network of podcasts.
Yeah. And shout out to Amani Talks, because she called it out recently. She's like, podcasting is supposed to be for us. It's not for celebrities. Y'all have TV, y'all have everything else. Leave us alone.
Right. Exactly. Yes. And also shout out to that podcast as well. Yeah. Amani Talks, like that. I've been seeing some of her reels and on Instagram and everything, and I tuned into a couple episodes. Oh yeah, it's lit over there as well. And she has a
She
following.
gets the conversation going, honey. She will definitely get the people talking, and I love it. I love that for her. Such a sweet person. It was definitely a pleasure to meet her at PodFest.
Oh, for sure. And yeah, she's representing ATL, right?
Yep, ATL. Like, we got Podfest friends now. Like, we have Black podcaster friends.
Exactly.
That is major. I'm excited for us. Like, I love that for us.
Right? At least it's like now we can like go to different cities throughout the states, and we can connect with our people now. Like, it's like now we know somebody
Absolutely.
almost all around the country.
Shoot, we semi global. We got Canada, we got Africa,
That's
we all
right.
over.
Exactly.
Hmm. Exciting times.
Oh yes. Oh yes, indeed. So kind of trickling it back to dating like really quickly because I do have one question that I've asked all of my guests. I must know. Do you have any dating icks that just really like that just really stuck with you that's like, that really annoyed me?
I cannot take a liar.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot take a lie. I've had guys lie to me about the spelling of their names. I've had guys lie about their birthday. I've had guys lie about their zodiac sign. All of these different things piss me the fuck off. Why are you lying?
Right.
Come to find out, one of them, his name was, call him out. His name was like Michael. He told me his name was like Mitchell or something very close. He had a whole family. Don't play with me. Just don't play with me. Yeah,
What?
throw the whole truck driver away. But yeah, he probably listening to this right now. Like, is she talking about me? Yes. But yeah, I can't. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Because I'm so open and honest, and I'll put it all on the table. So for you to sit there and lie about anything, oh yeah, no, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Got to go.
Absolutely. Wow. Yeah, that is a big ick. Like I agree with you on that one. That's wild. Ooh, ooh. So what are some of the qualities that you look for in a partner?
As crazy as it sounds, my biggest one is really just honesty and a willingness to keep gas in my car.
Yeah.
Like, I tell everybody this very early on when I get married. That is my husband. That's what the only thing I need for my husband to do. Keep gas in my car. I don't ever want to go to the gas station again. And if your response is something like, "Well, I don't see why you just can't fill it up." Oh, nope. Mm-mm. Have a good day, sir. You're not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me. Or guys who want kids. Like, I have to. I'm not really looking to have more. I don't want you to resent me. I don't want to get too deep. And you like, I think I like you. Would you think about the hell no? And you knew that coming in. So that's on you. But honesty, able to make me laugh. And honestly, this hopefully this doesn't sound like arrogant, but the ability to keep up with me. Like I
Yeah.
have a lot going on. I do pop-up shows. I do networking events, some of everything. So I would like for you to be by my side in this or home waiting for me when I get home and just be my peace and my decompression time. So I don't ask for much. Like I know girls say that all the time. It sounds cliche, but that's really all I'm looking for. Honest, somebody who can keep up with me and somebody who's not gonna get on my nerves.
Yeah, you're not. I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, you're not asking for a lot. It's just
Yeah.
yeah, just somebody just to be wholesome and kind of just meet you where you are.
Yeah, I don't want the soft life. I want you to push me. I want to push you. Like, that's all I really want. I want a helpmate. I want us to be a team.
Absolutely.
So, looking for my player too, guys. Looking for my player too.
For sure. So, what do you think are some keys to a successful relationship?
Real talk check-ins. Real talk check-ins and honest questions.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of times when you're in relationships, you don't want to ask the questions that hurt. Like, how would you feel if this happened? How would you like? How does this affect your mental health? All of these questions we're so scared to ask and tiptoe around when really they're big deals and deal breakers in relationships. So I really think asking the hard questions is the only way to have a successful relationship and to not make up your own narrative, right? We as women will be like, oh, well, he probably thinking, and we just ain't asked the man. That man probably hungry, and we think he over there thinking about being in another relationship. He just hungry. That's it. Well, you should just ask. So yeah, that's definitely my little gem for relationships is asking the hard questions.
Absolutely. And sometimes, it's so hard for some people to like ask those hard questions, but it's so important. I do agree with what you're saying because whenever we ask those hard questions, we're getting deeper. Now we're trying to find that middle ground. We're trying to understand each other and see how we can make that foundation stronger. So yeah, I do agree. Asking the hard questions, even though it's hard, we all get afraid of how the other person's going to react. We all get afraid of how it's going to affect us. Is it gonna put kind of like, I don't know, almost like a wedge between the relationship or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, we do have to ask those questions because it's our job to be open, honest, transparent, and yeah, at the end of the day, show that love.
You rather know sooner than later. Like you marry a guy or you dating 6 months, 7 months, or 2 years, and he don't know if he gonna like your mama. Like these are questions that you should ask. How do you feel about somebody who's overbearing, overprotective? But that's my mom. That's who she is. So just talk it out. Ask them. Shit, the worst they can tell you is no or lie. And if they lie, you need to get rid of them. So there's that.
Right. There was somebody that I knew that was afraid to ask their partner about having kids, and they waited until like after they were like married, and turns out she did not want kids, and it's just like what the fuck? Did y'all not
Yeah.
unpack this before?
Probably too scared of the answer. Like, well, what if they say no? Okay, well now you married and y'all got two different answers. So what you gonna do now?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, going back to what you were saying, absolutely ask those hard questions, y'all. If you're listening, if you're watching, if you're listening with your partner, if you're yeah, ask each other those hard questions. I want y'all to turn around right now to your partner and be like, hey, I know things are tough, or I know that we're both going through something, but if there's anything that you ever want to talk about, no matter how hard it is, just know that I am here to listen and understand. And I can only hope for the same. And I know that you're going to be there to listen and understand me. So, hey.
Yep, and I'm creating a safe space for you. I had an ex that was like, safe space. What does that mean? Oh, yeah, you red
Oh,
flag. You walking red flag. He was
no.
like, why do you need a safe space? Cause you're batshit crazy. That's why. Any other questions? But no, you need to be able to feel like I can talk to you about anything. Like nothing I say is gonna hurt you because you love me. And once you get there, you might as well just lean into it. It's uphill from there.
Absolutely. There you go. There you go. Ah, love that.
Situaseans podcast is an open platform covering dating, relationships, mental and emotional life experiences. If you are looking to advertise your brand or product, or would like to sponsor the show, send an email to situationspod@gmail.com. That's situaseanspod@gmail.com.
All right. So we have a little bit of a anonymous listener submission. You want to help me unpack this?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Let's go ahead and unpack that listener submission. All right. So this listener submission says, how would you rate the 5 love languages? Words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, and acts of service. What is most important to least important? Signed, Just Curious. And if you all are, again, watching on YouTube, or if you're watching on Spotify, because you can now watch this podcast on Spotify, y'all.
I love that.
Yeah.
Come on, updates.
Right? Exactly. So the listener, they submitted a chart, and like the chart shows 5 love languages. So I'll kind of just read through those really quickly. So the first one says words of affirmation, which means verbal compliments, appreciation, positive affirmations, examples. I love you. You're amazing. You make me so happy. So words of affirmation. So I'm sure y'all can kind of grasp the concept around that. And then the next one says quality time, which is focused, uninterrupted time spent together. We all love good quality time. Examples: going for a walk, watching a movie, having a meal together, like good quality time. Next one says receiving gifts, thoughtful gifts that, and those are thoughtful gifts that show appreciation and consideration. We love that. So some examples here are buying flowers, making a homemade gift, surprising someone with a special item. And then they have acts of service, doing something helpful. We love that, for kind for your partner. And then some examples here are cooking a meal, running errands, cleaning the house. And then last but not least, we have physical touch. And physical touch means physical affection and closeness. Some examples are hugging, holding hands, kissing, cuddling. We love all of that. So yeah, they kind of just wanted to know, I guess, how I and how you, Alyce, would rate some of these love languages. And I guess kind of just for me starting off is, I just want to say to the listener, thank you so much for submitting your question and your story. I just want to say, even though all of these 5 different love types, everybody loves differently because we all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different life experiences. So therefore, we all love differently. So what I rank as far as my top to top important to least important may be different for you and how you rank your top important to least important. And it's the same situation for Alyce. Like she's going to have different, hierarchies of what she considers like the most important, like love language to least important love language. So yeah, we'll definitely unpack all of that. So for me, I know that top, and as far as like the love languages that I guess would like to receive and how I give too, I want to say is, like acts of service. I feel like that's probably the one that I would like to get, that I also like to do, because just me growing up, I grew up on the south side in Inglewood, and and also in Chicago. Also on top of that, had a very abusive stepfather. So we, trigger warning, folks. I'm so sorry to say that without giving you that trigger warning, but he abused me and my siblings, and so. And he would lie and just say, and just do trifling things. And throughout, just to make a very long story short, just throughout like my life, I always depended on people's actions first. I'm like, yeah, people could say things, but it's about what you do. It's about those actions that you do first. So I think acts of service is probably like my top tier, and then quality time, because yeah, I love spending time with people. And I think for me, those that would want to spend time with me, especially if we want to get to know each other, I think that's like, okay, cool. We are getting somewhere because we are putting in the effort to coexist in that same space whenever we are able to, despite busy schedules and everything that goes on in life itself. My third one, I would say physical touch. I am I'm a hugger. I love cuddling. I love snuggling. And, of course, I love, intimate moments like, sex and all that stuff. So, of course, I love that as well. And then words of affirmation, I feel like on the receiving end, yeah, words of affirmation is probably like near the bottom. And again, that's probably just because of my past. It's like, yeah, you can say whatever, but it's just like, it's all about the actions for me. So, of course, yeah, going deeper down, I do love to hear like those words of affirmations whenever they come in, but it is kind of near the bottom for me because I just care more so about the actions. And then receiving gifts is probably at the bottom because I love giving gifts more than I love receiving gifts. But Alyce, tell me about you. Like in this hierarchy list, what are your top love languages ranking? Most important to least important.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back just a little bit. I dated this guy. I call him Kanye West because he like love bombed the fuck out of me. So I call him Kanye West, and he actually introduced me to this app where you can take the love language quiz, because it's not about ranking them; it's about your percentage in each one.
Ooh.
So I found out that I'm like I retook it today in honor of this, but I'm like 27% words of affirmation, then 23% acts of service, 20% quality time, 17% gifts, and 13% physical.
Ooh.
That's what I need. Now, the person I was just dating, he doesn't like to be touched. like back rubs, and he hates it with a passion.
What?
And I'm very touchy feely. So his love languages are different. So I also have to take into effect his love languages and how to play into those so I'm not offending him. Because if I'm trying to touch him, like I'm not showing love basically, because that's not how he sees it. Even though that's how I think it's
Ah,
supposed to be done. I'm like, duh, I'm supposed to rub your back and touch on your private parts, so you should be happy. But no, that's
right.
not what he wants necessarily. He wants those words of affirmation, the acts of service. That's how the way to his heart. So definitely recommend that quiz. It's free to take, but to know my percentage really changed my outlook. And that's why I had to meet Kanye West, unfortunately, because that is how I got exposed to the quiz. So I see all of my exes as lessons. They all taught me something, however long. I think my shortest relationship was like 3 hours, but every relationship I've been in has taught me a lot. So that was Kanye West's mission to teach me about the quiz. So I definitely, every time I get in a new relationship, which ain't often, I retake my quiz to see if my views have changed based on where I'm at now and the person I know I'm dealing with.
Ah,
So yeah.
all
But
right.
I'm very high in words of affirmation. That's the way to get me.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Love that. Love that. Yeah. So even to the listener, like as you just heard and or saw, if you're watching, you see everybody loves differently, and I think that's what makes us all. I think that's what makes love in general just that much more dynamic, that much more just I don't know how to explain it, but just that much more better because if we all love the same, it wouldn't be exciting.
No, love is literally like an escape room. Like it's a shitload of kilos, and you either gonna get out or not.
Exactly.
It is what it is. Love is an
Exactly.
escape room.
Yeah. I love that analogy. Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
So, yeah, to the listener, I hope that this kind of gave you a little bit of insight as to, yeah, how you may want to rearrange how you think about those love languages. And who knows? Honestly, I suggest you take this quiz that Alyce was just talking about because this will help you know, okay, here are the different love languages and like in percentage rankings that kind of you fell into. And now if you're with somebody, if you have a partner, you both can kind of take that quiz and understand, oh, okay, this person operates this way and I operate this way. That explains a lot. Okay, how can I try to accommodate so that, how can we both accommodate so that, yeah, we can both, kind of meet each other in the middle so that those love languages can be expressed equally. And yeah, you all can just continue to live like the life of love that you both want to live. So I definitely recommend, taking Alyce's advice on this one.
Good luck. Just curious. We all out here together. Be
Exactly.
like pirates in the Caribbean. We just out here. So I mean,
Yeah,
best of
exactly.
luck.
Yes, yes. And if you get married, please, or like, follow up, or if you're already married or whatever, and you just renewed your vows, or if you're already married and this just like, I don't know, somehow it made a huge breakthrough in your relationship, please follow up. We love to hear this stuff.
Yes, let us know and
Yeah,
invite us to the wedding because we know how to party.
exactly. Yes,
We know how to party.
yes, yes. So now we have a few hinged or unhinged profile, like dating app profile prompts of screenshots that people have submitted to this show. So it's going to get wild. So Alyce, I'm going to need your help unpacking this. Are you ready to do this with me?
I need a trigger warning. That's what it is. I need a trigger warning for him. Let's do it. Let's do
Awesome.
it.
All right. So let's go ahead and pull that on up. Let's see what we got here. All right. So the first one here, actually to give context, so hinge it means, like, yeah, it's good, it's a green flag, or we're like, or a yellow flag, we're okay with it, we'll let it slide. Unhinged, oh, that's a deal breaker, red flag, or nah, we out of here. Like fuck all that noise. All right.
Okay.
So this first one says, My love language, speaking of love languages, this is right on par. My love language is, now this one says, my love language is giving you shit 24/7. Oh, God. I mean, I get that it's playful, but like, come on.
No.
Yeah,
No.
unhinged, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you mean it. Like it's a difference between joking. I feel like you mean it.
Yeah,
And I don't like men that play too much. Like my nerves bad. So
exactly.
no.
All right. And then this next one, I'm convinced that Watch the Throne 2 could still happen. I had to throw this one in here because I was like, okay, you know what? Right at the time of recording, this is Black History Month, and Kanye, Jay-Z, we just had the whole Grammys and everything or whatever. So yeah, Watch the Throne 2. Should this still happen? Hinged or unhinged?
Unhinged. Baby, let me tell you something about Beyonce's husband. Beyonce ain't going for that crazy mess. Beyonce's not going for that. Beyonce gonna say, babe, sit your ass down. Okay? You gonna be watching the throne by your damn self. Don't play with me. We got an empire. Okay? Blue need diapers. Roomy and Sir need whatever they need. The little secret kids. Yeah. We ain't got time. Give it up, sir. Cause see, now I feel like you can't let stuff go. I don't trust you either. Unhinged.
Oh yeah.
Unhinged.
Oh yeah. Unhinged for sure. All right. And then this last one, this one's a little bit kind of on par with the whole, Black History Month at the time of this recording or whatever. But again, if y'all are listening in April, doesn't matter. Black History Month is every month, y'all.
365.
Oh, yes. All right. Okay. So this one says, biggest risk I've taken, quit my job, started a company, traveled the world using chase points, and wore white to a barbecue.
That is really cute. Now that's playfully cute.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Hinged. I can see that.
Okay.
That's cute.
All right, we will let that one slide. That's Hinged.
Yeah, we don't let that one slide. That was cute. That was cute. But baby, you need to be paying bills with that Chase card. I don't be out there using them points and you ain't got nowhere to live when you land.
Exactly.
But that's cute.
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, can you do me a really quick favor? Can you please rate and review this podcast? Like hit that 5-star review and I do read all the reviews because this helps me know how this podcast is helping others and how this podcast is serving you, because my job as a host is to serve you this podcast the way that you would prefer it to be. Oh yeah, so I see that there's a note here too. Is this like another little bonus one we want to do?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So Alyce has a bonus one. So let's go ahead and unpack this bonus, hinge or unhinged.
Let's see what y'all think.
All right. So this one says, should women shoot their shot with men more often? Buy a guy a drink or send him some wings in the club? Hinged or unhinged? Honestly, I think this is hinged as fuck. Hey,
how would you react if somebody sent you some wings in the club? Like, that's from her over there.
Yeah, right. Man, now even though I'm pescatarian, I don't eat meat. But if there was like vegan like wings or whatever, or cauliflower wings, or even it's just anything,
or a fry basket. You know, you like fries.
Oh yeah, I love fries. Like honestly, like hell, I might even have a cheat day just to get those wings, just to like interact with that woman. So honestly, that's hinge as fuck, because that's a power move. We love that shit.
I bought a guy a drink one time, man. When I tell you I messed his mind is still messed up to this day. Like when he sees, like me and him have this banter, this relationship where it's like, I don't know what to think about your ass, but thank you, the drink. The drink just threw him off. He just don't know what to think about me.
Yeah. He's still thinking about it to this day.
Oh, absolutely. He tells me that every time I see him out, he's like, Brad, you really sent me a drink. Like, you a real one. I'm like, I know. This
Yes.
is not new. I know I'm lit. I've been lit.
Yes, you done woke him up to a new experience, and now
Right?
you done spoiled the man.
And won't back. I don't even talk to him sometime in the club just to make him know that I see you seeing me, and I don't want to see you.
Yes, yes. Oh my goodness, I love it. That's a really really good one. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you added that one, because that is, because I think another thing too, for the listeners, sometimes we like because I guess kind of like opening it up a little bit. So this listenership of the podcast at the time of this recording, it's about 70%, 68 to 70% women that listen to this podcast. And I think one of the common themes that I do get sometimes people will message like, hey, like, is it like, do women normally shoot their shot, whether it's like via DMs or in a club or out,
Yeah.
like, kind of, like, how do we approach that? Is it should we be doing it, or should we kind of still play the hard to get game? I'm like, girl, if you like the man and you want to shoot your shot, girl.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've shot my shot a couple of times. And honestly, the guys were not interested in the moment for multiple reasons. Some were like, I'm still healing from other things, whatever. But they were super respectful about it. They weren't like rude or, we as women, we make up these stories like, oh my God, what are they going to think? They were super respectful. They were like, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But now it's not the best time. That's fair.
Yeah.
It's the same as if somebody shot they shot to me. I get to say what I want to say. So I would definitely suggest don't have fear, because what's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? I'm sorry. What's the best that could happen? What if they say yes and you got a whole husband?
Ooh, yeah. There you go. There you go. Y'all never know.
I don't know if you saw the clip where the girl, she was at homecoming and she looked at the guy and she's like, yeah, you're gonna be my husband. Like she whispered in his ear or something. Now they married with a bunch of kids and they have this beautiful black love. And I'm like, yeah, because if you want it, go get it.
Yes, I love that. You have just been dropping so much knowledge onto our listeners this episode, Alyce. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate
Thank you for
it.
having me. I'm really honored to be here. I appreciate that you saw something in me to be like, yeah, I think she'd be good on the show. I love it here. Okay. It's a whole situation. You see what I did there? You see what I did
Yeah, I
there?
love it. Yes. You
It's
know
also
what?
give a t-shirt because it's a situation. Yeah, it's giving t-shirt.
I'm
It's
giving you,
giving merch.
I'm giving you an air horn for that one. Go all the way the fuck off, Alyce. Go all the way the fuck off.
But honestly, that's what it's here. That's what this is about. Collaboration, us coming together to hang out, talk shit,
Yeah.
inspire somebody. Somebody's gonna get a gem from this. I don't know who. And hopefully they got some money so we can both get paid and get some sponsorships. But somebody gonna hear this and be like, yeah, that podcast is it. That podcast is breaking down doors and barriers and having hard conversations.
Exactly. And then, they're going to be heading right on over to your podcast. And then, yeah, they're going to be sharing it. They're going to be downloading it and listening it. Like, they're going to get all the value from it. And to go, to your point, it's all about that collaboration. We love it. And
Yes.
yeah, and also, y'all, if y'all want to really help shows like mine's and Alyce's, just hit that 5-star rating, because that
That's
helps. It
That's it.
helps. Yeah.
It's free. It's free to share. It's free to like. It's free to refer somebody to the episode. I've already sent the episode I listened to, your latest episode, to like 3 people to listen to, because I'm like, oh, I got value out of this. She was
Yeah.
good.
Oh, thank
She
you.
she fixed
Yes.
she fixed my whole life. So I was like, yes. So I'm gonna go listen to it
Yes.
again now that I'm back in the dating world. Um,
Yeah. Shout out Lauren Josephine. Yes.
so good,
Yes.
so good. I ain't trying to go on hundreds of dates now, but you know what? I just might be up for it.
Yes, yes. Awesome. So can you tell our listeners, how can they find you? Like, give us all the links and all the social media handles that you want our audience to connect with you. And once again, tell the listeners your podcast.
Yes, you can follow me online, not in real life. Facebook is Alyce Rose, ALYCE ROSE. Yes, I'm old. Yes, I still like to do Facebook. Okay, that's just what I like. On Instagram, I'm under Miss Thrifty Rose. That's THRIFTYROSE. My podcast is called Hiyz and Lowz. That's HIYZ and Lowz, LOWZ. Spelt different because we vibe different. So I have a website for that you can access my podcast episodes. But catch me when you can.
All right. Love that. And if y'all are watching on YouTube or watching on Spotify, you just saw all her socials and everything kind of pop up here on the screen. So, yeah.
And if you are listening on just audio, go over to YouTube too, because we can use the views. Okay. Watch it on
Exactly.
both. We appreciate
Yes.
it.
Yeah, exactly. We love a good double
All
listen.
platforms. Hit all platforms.
Yes, absolutely. And also, y'all, don't forget to support the Patreon. Go to the Patreon page, patreon.com/Situaseans podcast. There is where I do the dating app makeovers. If y'all want those, I also give y'all the screenshots of the dating app conversations that I have. Oh, at least it goes down.
Oh, it goes down on the Patreon.
Down on the Patreon.
Let me subscribe so I can see what the situation is over there on Patreon.
Oh yeah, it's definitely fun times over there. And then get y'all ad-free episodes too. If y'all don't want any ads or whatever, listen on Patreon. So again, that's patreon.com/Situaseans podcast. And
Yeah, we're both so much cuter without ads. So pay that money.
right? Exactly.
Pay that money.
So it doesn't matter if you all are on a plane, on a train, on a boat, wherever you are. You could be Alyce's neighbor, or you could be Alyce's second cousin twice removed. Like you could take
On my daddy's side.
All right, on my daddy's side, right? You could take Situaseans podcast with you wherever you go. Doesn't matter where. So yeah, I appreciate you all tuning in. Don't forget, you can submit to this show. There are 3 ways you can submit your story. Situaseanspodcast.com/submit. Or you can call the hotline, 312-586-2664. Or you can also send us an email, situationspod@gmail.com. So there are your 3 ways. I hope to hear from you. Can't wait to unpack whatever it is you all want me to unpack on the show with my guests. All right, so with that, I will see you all back here for the next episode in a couple of weeks. Woo!